It'll be fun. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome. My name's Lainey. This is Big Girls Really Do Cry, and this is the Banish bin, and we have a special guest over here. This is Chris from Cookie and the Haydens. If you don't know, how do you not know? Which is just terrible. I have put his link in the bottom, so make sure you subscribe if you're not, which I'm sure you all are, but just in case. So yes, the Banish bin. If anyone is unaware and have not seen it before, it is basically a bit like Room 101, if you've seen that, but I adapted it to make it my version. And basically, I have given Chris so many categories. He has to choose 3 things that he doesn't like within those categories, and then puts forward why they should be banished forever. That is basically the concept here. And I get to save one, and then it's open up to the chat which item or thing is actually banished.
I'm looking forward to it because some people call me a grumpy bastard. So in theory, it should be easy for me. Should be easy, but it wasn't that easy coming up with these things.
Yeah, but is that because you don't think you're the grumpy bastard, as you just said? Then
I am.
Oh, you are. So
it's more my memory. It's more my memory is not good. Like I forget things. Mark says, I think Chris hates everything. Crying, laughing face. You've probably not seen that yet because I'm on the YouTube chat, but
yeah, no, I've seen it. Yeah. Which I'm surprised because StreamYard's normally very slow.
It is.
It's probably 3 hours behind.
Sharon, did it make your brain hurt? It did, yeah. It took me. I started last week once Lainey had asked me to if I wanted to come on, and of course I said yes. I started last week, and I've been gathering my evidence as the week goes along.
I like how you're gathering evidence. Is this coming back from your policeman days?
Exactly, yeah.
Gathering your evidence.
It's probably why I'm like a grumpy git, because I think being in the cops for so long just makes you really grumpy.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know, but I'll just take your word from that. If you want to use that as your excuse, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's my excuse.
Right, I'm going to say a few hellos.
Okay.
Starting off with hello, Tori, who was first, by the way, just giving her that accolade. Hi, Niall. Hi, Laura. Hi, Leanne. Leanne's been watching the Pains making pancakes, and now she wants some. So don't blame her. Hi, Kay. Hi, James. Hi, Nia. Hi, Phil. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Mark. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Joan. Not sure what the Banish bin is, but came to say, well, hopefully you like it, James, and you'll come back next time and next time and next time, however many next times he is. Hi, Antoinette. Hi, Steve-O. Hi, Kath. All right, and just try and scroll down. And hi, Keaton. Kenton. I always say his name wrong, you know. Keaton, Kenton. He just laughs at us now. Right, hi Sue. Wow.
Night's Life is there, isn't he supposed to be on another live?
No, it was finishing at like 1:30, and then Nick said he was going to send everyone here.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully everyone's just come from there. Hi Chris. Hi Rosie. Hi Becca. Hi Rich. Hi Sarah. Hi Stephen. It's high tech Hayden, apparently. Is that what the bottom should be? Hi Dave. Hi Claire's. Oh, he's freezing in Dallas. Oh, it's just warmed up a bit here. We're getting better weather. I'm not Paul, sorry. Hi Queenie. Queenie's on in a couple of weeks, I think. I need to check my list. Anyway, I'm at the bottom, thankfully. It's a lot to read, but yeah. So shall we get started?
Yeah, why not? Let's go
with the first category, which is films.
Films? You mean movies, like films?
No.
Films, one syllable.
Everyone in my chat now calls it films. No one says films anymore.
Okay, films, right, here we go then. Okay, so the first one, well, I say one, it's like cheating a little bit.
Oh, we've had that before.
Oh, you had like series before?
Yeah, we've had the whole of James Bond. We've had the whole of James Bond, and we've had the whole of... Can't remember what the other one was, but anyway.
Well, I did have Star Wars written on my list, but then I noticed that
was the other one.
somebody else put Star Wars in. I think it was Ian.
Yeah.
But I'm not under. I think it was Ian.
Yeah, I think
so. I scrubbed that out and I decided to go with the Avengers, all the Avengers movies that have come out.
Marvel Avengers.
Yes, Marvel Avengers. They are terrible. They are 3 hours long. You think they've ended at an hour and a half, then they start up again. And I literally fell asleep in the last one that I watched in the cinema. Just awful.
You do know that I love Marvel and I love the Avengers.
Oh, unlucky
I'm
for you.
I'm just hoping that you that your other two on something I love as well, because I might be a struggle. Otherwise, this is being saved right now.
I hate the Avengers. I really do. I really.
Everyone's saying disappointed. You're dead to me now, Chris.
Bloody Avengers.
I love him. Stephen Jackson. Right, I'm turning off after that.
Lana agrees with me. Thanks, Lana.
Lana didn't agree with him, man. But yeah, I do really like Marvel. I love the action in it. I love the comedy in it. You know, I just love it.
I like some Marvel. I'm a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I really like that series. I love that because it's got comedy in it. It's got really good characters, and I love the soundtracks because the soundtracks really make the film. I think so. I love that. But I hate Avengers and I hate Spider-Man. Spider-Man's been done. How many times has Spider-Man been done? Like 8, 9 times. And it's cartoons as well now. It's stupid.
No. No. All right. We'll see what your next one is.
Okay. So, right. The next one is every Monty Python film that you can think of. They're all awful. It's not comedy. It's not funny. It's bad. It's just really bad. There's nothing other to say than it's just terrible. I attempted to watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail once. I turned it off after 5 minutes. Just not funny at all.
I think I vaguely have memories of them when I was a child from my dad watching that sort of stuff, but I don't know. I haven't watched it as an adult to make a definite sort of opinion of it, if that makes sense.
We've got, I know what you mean, but we've got controversy here in the chat already. People are not happy. I really hate all the Monty. There's not a single Monty Python film that I can say that I've enjoyed.
I would have to watch them again because, like I said, I haven't seen them since I was a child, and probably didn't pay very much attention anyway because it was something my dad watched. So you know what I mean. Like, I'll have to re-watch them to sort of definitely know whether I agree or don't agree with that statement, shall we say? But yes, you apparently you're a very naughty boy.
I know. I'm just reading it all. Bloody hell! There's a lot of feeling here, isn't there?
Yeah, you can't upset people's opinions, can you? But right, okay. So then we'll go with your third one.
Third one is probably a little less controversial, but the Scary Movie franchise. So it's the comedy version of Scream. And it's just dire.
Yeah.
There's not a single funny thing in it. It's just awful. But then that bred a whole other series of like it was Disaster Movie.
Comedy.
And there was other ones as well. I can't remember what they were, but I remember Disaster Movie, Scary Movie, and something else. But Scary Movie is just shocking. Horrible film. Well,
I'm not a fan of scary movies. Normal scary movies. So
well, it's not. It's more comedy than
yeah.
scary.
So I probably wouldn't even watch them, because if there's jump scares even in the comedy side of it, it would freak me.
Jump scares. How old are you?
I'm terrible. I'm 45. Going on
Jump
12.
scares.
I honestly, if there's a jump scare in a film, I like literally have a panic attack. It's just terrible. So yeah. Well, it's obvious. I'm gonna save Marvel's Avengers. Totally obvious. You cannot put my Spider-Man and Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy and all of them in there. You can't. It's just not happening. So yeah, I'm saving Marvel and Marvel's Avengers, and that leaves Monty Python films or scary movie films. So I'm going to say it to the chat. If you want,
I think we know what's going to happen here, don't we?
You want the comedy versions of the scary movie films put in, then put scary. And if you want the Monty Python films put into the Banish bin, put Monty, and then make your choice. I think it's going to be the scary comedy movies, like, to be fair, because I think yeah,
there was a lot of people who like Monty Python.
Yeah.
I think Monty Python, it's one of those things. It's a certain kind of comedy that I think you just have to get it, and I don't get it.
Are you actually typing Monty in the chat there?
No.
It's your Cookie and the Hayden's.
Is it? Really?
Bell then?
Somebody must have taken over the account or something.
Would that be your wife?
No, it's me.
Oh, it's you. I didn't even see you type anything. Wow.
I'm a bit stealth.
Power or something.
A bit stealth. Chris is cheating, or is Belle in the chat? No, Belle's got her own account. In fact, she's not even said hello.
Yeah, I was thinking she normally has her own account.
Yeah. I think she's watching on the big screen, so she's not probably typing in.
Right, so it's definitely scary. Comedy, scary movies are gone. There you go. Banished.
That'll do.
That'll have to do. And I think, you're going to have a lot of words from people.
Probably, yeah. I'm not going to hear the end of that, to be honest with you. I'm not going to hear the end of it.
Yeah, I need to rewatch them to I probably think I would like them.
Don't bother. No, seriously, don't bother. Don't waste your life. Pick something else. Even just go and watch another Avengers film, or watch it again. That's better than watching Monty Python again.
Hi, Nick. I think he likes Monty Python, so yeah, probably, Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Moving on to the next category, we have things people do.
Oh, right. Things people do. Okay. Well, I was going to put people that don't pick up dog shit, because that pisses me off big time, being a dog owner. But it's been done. So I've selected 3 others. So the first one is, having moved down here to Devon.
Yeah.
We're in very sort of rural Devon. We're in the middle of the countryside. And pretty much we are surrounded by 60-mile-an-hour roads in the countryside. You don't hit traffic lights until you get to Plymouth, which is half an hour that way, or Newton Abbot, which is half an hour the other way. So you're in the middle of the countryside. So what really annoys me is people who drive 20 miles an hour in a 60-mile-an-hour zone.
Right.
And you can't get past them because you're on relatively windy roads, or you've got a lot of blind corners. So you're stuck behind 20-mile-an-hour drivers. Annoying.
So would that be in any area? Does it matter? Or because I suppose if you can overtake.
If you can overtake, it's not so bad.
But you could just leave them to crack on with their speed, I suppose.
If you can overtake, it's not so bad. But when you don't get that many opportunities. It's like Postman Pat land round here. There's not that many opportunities to overtake. So
yeah,
it's really annoying. I had it the other day. This is what made me think of it, and I came back and wrote it down. I was going to do my parcel drop, which is about 5 miles away from here. It takes about 15 minutes, but it's pretty much a 60 road all the way there.
Yeah.
And I was stuck behind someone just tootering along at their own little pace. probably about 25 miles an hour or something. And I can honestly think that they must just think it's a 30 miles an hour road,
so
and not a 60.
Can I ask a question which might seem dumb because I don't drive, right? So if it's a 60 mile an hour road, is there a set limit that you have to drive at? Like, obviously you can't go over 60 miles an hour, but is there a limit that you can't go under?
No.
Because you'd think
you just drive at what you feel is safe, or you keep up with traffic. So basically, is what
to stop you from going higher than that. The limit is
it's a limit.
No, like
it's an upper limit, not a lower. Yeah, there's no lower thing.
Go 5 mile an hour and all the way and not have it. No,
you could do if you really wanted to. You're going to piss a lot of people off. Yeah, I think even the tractors go quick around here sometimes than some of the people that are driving.
I don't drive, but in the wheelchair, I do get people who are like in front of us, walk in the middle of the path, so I can't get past them either way, and then are really slow compared to how fast I go in the wheelchair. So I kind of understand that bit, and I do get a little bit frustrated sometimes. I'm like, because I just want to get to where I want to get to, and they're in my way, obviously. But yeah, so yeah, I can understand that, but we'll have to see what else you've got. Okay, so what's your next thing? Things people do?
The next thing things people do. Oh, this winds me up. Even within my own family, this annoys me. People who eat loudly or with their mouths open.
Right.
I can't abide by that. There's absolutely no excuse for it. Eat with your mouth shut. We don't want to see the contents of your dinner, and we don't want to hear it either. It's just, it really annoys me.
Yeah, I have to say it is a bit off-putting, especially if you're eating at that time. And then
if you're all eating, like somebody's slurping down the food or like making a noise, that annoys me.
It isn't very nice. Neither do you want to see like a washing machine of, cabbage. No. Gonna see it. Don't know why cabbage, but any other vegetable or meat or whatever either. Nobody needs to say
that. Just eat with your mouth shut. Don't need that.
You eat on camera.
God, it's so annoying. Serious to God, that's worse than the 20 mile an hour thing.
All right, I can't really argue that one either because it doesn't.
I don't think anyone can argue with that.
So, what's your last one?
Last one, and it took me a while to think about it, but I was talking to Annabelle about this, and something that I can't stand is people that just talk bullshit. I can smell it a mile off, bullshit, right? And I don't know if it's like a sixth sense that I've developed over the years, but if someone's bullshitting or they're talking out of their ass, I literally switch off because I just think, I can't listen to this. You're talking out your ass, mate. And I just, people who do the big I am and all that as well, that annoys me. That's classed as bullshit as well.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing, I end up switching off. I'll either disengage all conversation or, well, I probably wouldn't call them out because you don't want an argument. But
but even if you do, they always have an excuse. Or
exactly. Yeah, sometimes you might say, "Oh, what about this? What about that?" But they've always got an answer for it, haven't they?
Yeah.
I can't deal with bullshit as I hate it.
No, me either. I don't like it. Queenie says that's the copper in you.
Yeah, probably is, to be fair. You get bullshitted a lot.
Chris, you are called
bullshit man, yeah.
Man. Hi, Annie. I have to agree with that. I can't stand it either, especially when you're there and you know for fact that it's bollocks and they still proceed to see it. Even if you bring them up, they'll go, "Oh no, well that's because of this," and it's another load of lies, another load of bullshit. Yeah, cover that.
It's going to be a tough one.
James is saying car pavement parkers piss me off that leave no space for wheelchairs or room for people to get past. That does piss me off too, because obviously being in a wheelchair, I have people who park on the pathways, and I couldn't get up a street one of these days because someone had parked a truck right across the path, so I couldn't get on the path. And as I was going along, this guy pulled up in his car and he went, "You should be on the path." And I went, "Well," and I pointed the sort of truck out to say, and he just was like, "Well, you still should be," and went away. There's nothing much I can do about it, but still. Anyway, I need to go back to this.
Okay.
So I can't argue with you for people who eat loudly. That really bugs me, especially if it's a mouth open. So off-putting when you're eating yourself, especially. People who talk bullshit, again, especially when they then continue to talk bullshit. So I'm going to have to see if people who drive at 20 miles in a 60 zone, and it could just be like, maybe that's a nervousness for them, you know what I mean? And if there isn't a law against it, whilst it is frustrating, especially if you can't overtake and you're stuck there for God knows how long.
Yeah, I accept that. I accept that some people are not confident on the roads.
Yeah. So my way of looking at this is to always look at possibility of why that might be it. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. So chat, you need to vote for what you want to banish. So either people who eat loudly with their mouth open, just type eat, or people who talk bullshit, you can type bullshit if it lets it, or just bull. Type bull just in case it doesn't let you. I don't know. And we'll see what you want to banish. I think bull. I can see bull and eat. I'm done with both there. Can't have both, unfortunately.
Maybe bull has got it at the minute.
Hi, Ashley. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's
just
bullshit eaters. Yes, Nick, that doesn't quite work. I don't know.
Ian says, bullshit, are you allowed to name channels? Let's not go there.
Well, that's it then. People who bullshit.
Yeah, so happy with that.
Very good. All right, next one is places.
Okay.
So, what is your first?
Right, first one was easy. They call it the Swamp, but it's also known as Old Trafford. The home of Manchester United Football Club. I can't even believe I just said those words.
Man United Footy Club.
Old Trafford, yeah. Let's put that in the bin. Because being a City fan, there's only one club in Manchester. We don't need the other one.
Obviously Man United doesn't bother me, to be honest.
Do you follow football yourself?
Yeah, I'm a Sunderland fan, so for my worst luck. But I always remember when Fergie thought he'd won the title. I think it was was it the season? At the top of the Prem, and then you scored a couple of goals pretty quickly, and they were in. They were playing us. We lost, obviously.
Yes, that's right. It was the 2011 Premiership win when we won in the dying minute.
Yeah, and so all of our fans turned around and started doing the thing what used to. Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, high five to Sunderland.
Yes, exactly. So I out of the two, you know, I prefer, because it was always Fergie time, wasn't there? And I mean,
yeah.
Just how can you just have extra time, like 6, 7, 8 minutes? He always ended up getting, didn't he?
Oh God, it was terrible.
I mean, don't get us wrong. I do think he was a brilliant manager, to be fair. Like what he did with Man United.
But, I mean, look at what he achieved. It's incredible, isn't it? You can't argue that.
Yeah, but yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't
I mean, what's your feelings on Newcastle or Middlesbrough?
Newcastle is like, I would put them in the Banish bin already.
Right,
yeah.
there you go. That's exactly the same.
I know. So I get the understanding. Totally, you know what I mean. But you don't like Liverpool either, do you?
I think more recently we don't, simply because they've become bigger rivals. But for me, the rivalry will always be United, really, not Liverpool. Yeah. Liverpool as a club, I haven't really got a problem with, and Klopp's a bit of a pillock, but as a club, don't really mind Liverpool that much.
Yeah.
Chuck all football in the bin, Sharon says.
Yeah, she likes rugby though.
Okay. See, I hate rugby. No.
You're
either a football person or you're a rugby person. I don't know that many people who
like both.
Follow both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Football was invented so men have something to talk to their mates about, says Sarah.
Excuse me.
Even Night's Life hates football.
Yeah, a lot of people do. You know, a lot of people.
Richard, bloody
hell. Yeah. All right, moving on.
The first one.
What is your next place?
This could be controversial. Bookshops.
Bookshops.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of reading. I've never really taken up reading much. I used to cheat at reading in school. Like when you set homework to go and read stuff, I would never read it because I didn't enjoy reading. So I think I've only ever read like 1 or 2 books properly in my life, and one was about Aguero. So that was a City book.
That doesn't really count reading a book. That.
Well, it was his autobiography, but yeah. But even that took me nigh on 5 years to get through. I would just pick it up and then leave it. Yeah, seriously, I'd pick it up and leave it for years. Well, not years, for months. Read another chapter, and because I get bored of just sat there reading. I just find it boring.
You forgot the whole thing and have had to start again if it's been 5
Well, sometimes you have to go a few pages back, don't you, and then carry on. I'm not a reader. I'm really not a reader. So bookshops are alien to me.
I can't. I love books. I haven't loved them so much recently because I used to read all the time. I could read a book in a day and I'd love it. I'd love that disappearing into the book. Like some people just don't have that imagination. They need literal, logical things. You know what I mean? Where it's like
I much prefer to watch a film. I like to get engrossed in a film rather than a book. Whereas Annabelle will sit reading a book all day. You know, she'll go and sit and read a book. I don't get it, me. I can't read it.
Yes, I said books. Stop it.
People are kicking off in the chat here. What the hell, really? Where's Carla when you need her?
Book.
People are upset about this one.
I think they're more upset about the way I say book.
Oh, right.
And film, book. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there's so much information out there within books that if you got rid of bookshops.
Have you ever heard of Google?
Well, yeah, but
you can get all the information you want on Google.
Yeah, but it's not
quicker than a book.
It's not as in a story format. It's not as in something that you could disappear. And plus, Google's only been here for what? I mean, I don't know how many years. How many years is it now? I always think it's not that long ago as it is. What was it? 90s?
What did you say, Lainey? Sorry.
When did Google come out? 90s, maybe.
Oh, well, the internet was what, sort of mid to late 90s, and it took off in the 2000s. So probably 2000 something.
Yeah, probably. So maybe say 20 years or whatever.
Yeah, 20 years easier.
So therefore, you know, what do you do before that? You just not have an imagination. You just not know nothing. I mean, I know you went to the library. That's what you did, and that's how you learned stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. But now, you know.
Anyway,
I'm just not. I guess I'm just not a reader. Some people are readers and some are not, and I'm not. I'm really not.
Different. Yeah, totally. Okay, so what's your last one?
Train stations.
Right.
So I'll tell you why. Right. No, when I say train stations, I mean like the big stations, like Manchester Piccadilly and places like that. Just because they confuse the hell out of me, train stations. I'm not used to getting public transport that much, like buses and trains. Buses are fine, really, but trains, I always sort of ask Annabelle, can you tell me what I'm supposed to do here now? Because there's a board full of fucking trains here. I ain't got a clue which one's which. One of them, it says go to platform 1. You go to platform 1, and then there's 3 trains there, and it says you need to get in the front train. Okay, well, which one's the front? Is it that one or is it this one? So then you sit on a train and you're thinking to yourself, am I even on the right fucking train here? So basically, train stations confuse the hell out of me, especially the big ones.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes I just need a bit of like guidance at a train station because it just blows my mind. I've got no idea what to do at a train station.
One second. I'll switch this off. Somehow. Why is it?
Tune is that?
Annoying one?
It is, isn't it? That should go in the Banish bin, that.
It's an alarm. Shut up.
Nick, just going back to books, Nick says, films spoon feed you. Books stimulate your mind and give you more imaginative personal experience. Not for me.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Right, hopefully that won't go off again. What was I going to say? So, in terms of the train station thing, like we've only got like 4 platforms, right? Here.
Yeah.
And when I was like in my early 20s, I went to my friend's and she lived in Margate, so I had to go through London. And I was terrified. And then once you get to Victoria, I think it was, how was that? And there's like a whole board, isn't there, like with loads and loads of trains on. And I looked at this board and my train wasn't on it. So I'm like, oh my God, well, where do I go? Where do I go? So there was an information desk, and I went to the information desk and said, I don't know why I've got a bit of an echo. I went to the information desk and I asked the guy there, and I says, I'm lost. I literally just went there and went, I'm lost. And I was probably panicking, and he went, yeah, so am I. And that just made it worse. Like, I was like, oh, well. But, so yeah, I can understand like the not knowing where to go and stuff, like, and it being really confusing. They should make it.
Well, sometimes they even change the platform like last minute as well, and it's like you stood at 1 and it's pulling in at 4, and you haven't got a clue until the last minute.
Yeah.
No one, you don't get that information.
Well, that's kind of what he said. He said, "Oh, there are the trains like shown before, so you have to wait till later, till closer to the time, because it was like an hour before the train was due." And he went, and then it'll show up. But I mean, I didn't know that because I've never been there, kind of thing, and was used to like 4 platforms. So that was.
I had to go from Manchester to London once on one of them Virgin things, and on my own,
yeah.
And it stressed me out, and I was getting onto Annabelle. I was like, what do I do? Right, so I get here, I've got this app, and it's supposed to tell me where I'm going and stuff.
Yeah.
And no, I don't like train stations. No.
All right, so that's your 3. I have to save bookshops. That's just I have to save them, because then that saves books, and we need books in this world. Like, definitely need books in this world. And plus, half the chat wouldn't forgive me one. And as I said, I absolutely love like just disappearing in a book. It's so amazing that you can disappear into a different world and just have that I know, just sort of take you away from the normal of what's happening in your daily life. So for that reason, obviously, bookshop stays, which means for the chat, you can either ban, so we're talking big train stations,
yeah,
type big, or Man United's football ground, so type man. So big or man? Oh, big man. No, don't do that.
No, don't do that. Northgate says, try the underground. That's a whole new level of pain. We have, me and Annabelle have navigated the London Underground, and we've also done the New York Underground metro system as well. But I tend to just go, right, you tell us where we're going on here, and I leave it to her. I'm very lazy when it comes to stuff like that, and that's why I end up like not understanding what to do, because why try and understand it if Annabelle can work it out? I'll let her navigate the underground.
Yeah. Let's obviously what people wanted. I'm thinking it's looking a bit Man United. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, definitely more towards Man United. So Man United's ground has disappeared.
Yes.
Let them play in the park.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get rid of them, just their ground. You know. Anyway, moving on to your next category, we have things people say.
Right. Okay, so I've got a couple of like different phrases that people say. That's that's the angle I was going on this. So, the first one is an annoying phrase that's annoyed me for a long time, and that's when people use. It's mainly like management, and when your bosses are saying it and stuff, or when you're in a meeting, and when they say "moving forward,"
right,
that just annoys me. I don't know why. But they use it like when you're getting to the end of a meeting and they're about to like go through the actions or something.
Yeah.
They go, right, moving forward, what we're going to do is, and it's like moving forward. It's like you use it so much.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of like to bring it back to the end of whatever. So if someone's waffling on a bit too much, they're like sort of butting and then they go anyway. Moving forward.
Yeah, but it's an annoying phrase.
Yeah.
Moving forward. It's used far too much.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like a management thing or someone leading a meeting or... Yeah. And I've been in so many meetings. They all, in the cops, they all use it. Moving forward. All the bosses, all the inspectors and stuff. Moving forward. I think that's why it probably annoys me. There you go.
Yeah. Oliver.
Anyway, moving forward. Should we get on to the next one?
Oliver says, moving forward usually means we ain't getting nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
like
it's kind of like moving on, isn't it? Right, let's just get on to the next subject.
Right. Okay.
It's probably a naff thing, but it annoys me that the phrase "moving forward" is just stupid.
Right. So what's the next one?
Note to self. When people say, "Oh, note to self," mustn't do that. Note to self. No.
There was a big thing I remember going about where everyone was doing it and saying it as it was a joke. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of note to self. Don't be an idiot. I don't say moving forward though, Dave. I say moving on.
Yeah.
That's different.
Note to self. It's just like stupid. It's like, why do you have to say it out loud? Just if you've got something to remember, just fucking remember it. Note to self, so everyone hears you say note to self.
Maybe you're hoping someone else makes note of it for you. You see it.
I think Annabelle did it the other day. I think she was walking down the stairs, and she just went, "Oh, note to self, I must do that." I'm like, oh, fucking note to self.
It's like, have I got a recording system inside my brain so I have to how you have to say Alexa before you say something? Do you have to say note to self so you can remember it?
That's it, isn't it? Yeah, it's like if you say it out loud, you're more likely to remember.
Yeah, and if that worked, that would be great, wouldn't it? So you could just note to self, and then you could go into your notes and remember.
Yeah.
Yes, I do say that, Chris. You know what I mean. Even when people don't, but I do say it. Anyway, what is your last one?
Last one is, this is like a condescending thing, and I'm not the kind of person who sits there like all smiley and happy all the time. It's just not that's not me. Some people are smiley people. I'm not a smiley person. Doesn't mean I'm not happy or anything like that. But when somebody says to you, smile.
Yeah.
It is annoying.
You have to do it on demand.
Yeah, like you can just like do it on cue. Because like sometimes my mum would even say it to me. She's like, I'd be just sitting there like in the house or something, and whatever, not sat there with a big smile on my face, because you don't need to sit there with a smile on your face all the time. She'd go, "Oh, smile." I'm like, what? Why are you telling me to smile? Why do I have to sit there with a smile on my face all the time? But it's like a condescending thing. It's like people think you're unhappy, and then they can tell you to smile, and you can do it.
Do you think that it's more on them because they're kind of worried and about you, so they want you to smile to show that you're happy, so that they can feel better?
Maybe, I don't know.
You know what I mean about it, rather than actually making it be something that more.
Sometimes you can actually be unhappy with something, like you're really, really pissed off, and this makes it even worse. Like you're really pissed off about something, and then someone sees your face and they see that you're pissed off, but they tell you to smile. Oh, then you know you're in for it. Then don't tell me to smile when I'm pissed off.
Yeah. Are you just trying to tell us about your resting bitch face? Is that what it is? So you've just got a resting bitch face, and then people need you to smile.
Oh, it annoys me when people tell you to smile.
Yeah.
I've never said to anybody in my life like smile. I've never said it, because you don't know what's going on up here, do you? So why tell someone to smile?
It's an older thing though, because I remember my dad doing stuff like that, but I can't recall it from sort of my generation down. Do you think it's an older thing?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah,
could be. All right, looking back at these. So, moving forward, note to self or smile. I think the whole smile thing might be wiped out eventually anyway, because I think it's kind of a generational thing. I remember my mum saying, "Smile, it might never happen." That's
what Northgate's just said. Smile, it might not happen.
Yeah, my mum used to say that as well, and my dad used to just say, "Smile," you know what I mean? Or your face will stay like that, or something like that.
I know, but it how often does it ever actually make you smile? It doesn't. It doesn't make you smile when someone tells you.
It probably didn't bother me. Like, maybe it's just something that bothers you, but I probably would have smiled, especially if it was my parents. I'd have just smiled. You know what I mean? Unless I was like really in a mood, and then I probably wouldn't. Then I'd be like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like when I was like probably 12, that was, but still. Or maybe 25. Anyway, moving on. I think what I'm going to say though is note to self, and only because I say note to self. And I don't know.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if it's just in some hope in the atmosphere that if I say note to self, I'll remember. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I get you.
I don't know if that's what it is or not. You're really miserable, Chris, or is it your natural persona? Well, you're smiling now.
Don't tell me to smile, whatever you do.
You just did. You did it of your own accord. I didn't say anything. You're just going to have your resting bitch face the rest of it now.
I'll smile when I want to, not when someone tells me to.
So, yes, I'm going to keep note to self, and the chat can decide whether people who tell you to smile goes in the banish bin, or people who say the words moving forward, especially people in management and things like that. So if you want to banish moving forward, write moving, and if you want to banish people who tell you to smile, write smile.
I think it's going to be a tight choice because there's not much in it.
The people who tell you to smile, just the phrase. Nick said, note to self, don't ask Chris to smile when I buy him a book. You do realise, right, after this happened.
Oh, I know what's going to happen. I know exactly. Yeah. I've probably already got text from people here.
Yeah, you've got texts and you get messages and they're all right, all the things that you don't like. So, yeah. It's a lot for smile there. Yeah, I think it's smile. Definitely winning that one.
Yeah.
So people who, the fears, not the people, because you might like the people who see it. So just the phrase. All right. Okay, next category is food.
This was easy, this was easy, because I don't like a lot of food. I'm quite fussy. So the first thing that I'm going to put, and I would have put coffee in, I know it's not a food, but coffee's been done.
Yeah, it's been done well and truly.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with peas, all forms of peas, mushy peas, garden peas, whatever.
It's a good job Susan's not here. You should have had a meltdown. She absolutely loves peas. She has pea sandwiches.
Oh my God. I literally think I would throw up on the spot if I had to eat
I actually do like peas, so that's
I hate peas. And mushy peas, I think mushy peas are disgusting.
It's just a pea that's been mushed. What's wrong with that?
Ooh, it's nasty. So yeah, peas.
I do love peas. So I will have to see what your other things are.
Oh, Cherry Jane says mushy peas with mint sauce on.
Lovely, Cherry. That sounds
Oh my God.
I tell you what's really nice: fish and chips, mushy peas, and curry sauce over the top.
No,
that's amazing.
I'd have the fish and chips and the curry sauce, but the peas never. You know what? Right? You know, sometimes if you buy like if you get a Chinese, the rice sometimes comes with peas in. So what we do is when we order online or over the phone, I always say, "Can I have no peas in my rice, please?" Because otherwise I've got to sit there and pick all the peas out before I eat my Chinese.
I think that's funny if you're just sitting there taking it just.
I do. As I'm tipping it out onto the plate, get rid of those peas. I don't even want a little bit of a shell of a pea in it.
You can't literally can't even have a shell in. It's like that bad.
No, it makes me sick. It's disgusting.
I think that the chat's kind of split both ways with the peas and the for and against peas. All right, so what's your next one?
The next one is something that Annabelle loves to bits, and that is mushrooms.
Oh, I love mushrooms too.
I hate them. I hate mushrooms. I hate the consistency of them, the smell of them, and the fact that this is fungus that grows under a tree that probably a dog has pissed on or something. It's fungus. It's not meant to be eaten.
I don't think the mushrooms that you buy from the supermarket have been pissed on by dogs. Just to make that clear.
How do you know?
Well, I don't think.
How do you know?
They didn't just pick them up in a forest somewhere. That's not where Tesco gets them from.
Did they not send someone out around the forest and picking up mushrooms?
Is that what you think?
No, I can't stand mushrooms. I really don't like them. If Annabelle cooks anything, she always has to cook the mushrooms separate in a separate frying pan because I don't want it anywhere near my food.
I love mushrooms. I love peas. This is going to be hard. This is going to be so hard, this one.
There you go. Claire says, you're spot on so far, Chris. Mushrooms and peas. Yep, disgusting. It's fungus. It's fungus. Fungi. I'm not a fungi. So.
It's a fungi, yeah. Anyway, right. What's your last one?
The last one is gherkins. And especially gherkins you get in McDonald's burgers. Because who eats them bloody gherkins? Don't tell me you do. No.
I buy jars of gherkins, pickled gherkins.
Actually, Annabelle eats gherkins. Right. If I peel my gherkin off my McDonald's burger, she'll have it.
She'll have it, yeah. That's the thing for people who like them.
But I hate that. And every time I get a burger, I have to peel off those gherkins and put them in the bin or whatever, or put them in the bag. It's just disgusting. But you see so many people peeling them off your burgers. And it's like, why don't you just not put gherkin on? Because McDonald's
you can ask for that, though. They do. Yeah, but they do that request. You can change it. You can
but then you have to wait 20 minutes to get a cheeseburger.
No, you don't. It doesn't do that well. It is a fast food place.
No, but then you get some snotty kid in the back getting his finger in your burger going.
Well, who do you think made the one that you've just refused, like?
Yeah, but...
They didn't bring someone specially in just to do that one.
All right, yeah, true. But they're horrible. Gherkins are horrible.
Horrible, they're not. Gherkins are lovely. Mushrooms are lovely. Peas are lovely. So this is going to be really hard to choose.
Nick says the gherkins is the best bit. Oh, my God. No.
Right, let's think. What can I do?
You're going to be stuck here, Lainey. I've got your stump here on this one.
I love mushrooms, right? But I've kind of sickened myself quite a bit because for about 2 months I ate mushrooms on toast every day because I just loved it so much. And I did sicken myself a little bit, but I still love mushrooms. Gherkins I do like quite a lot, but they're not like, I don't love them. I really like peas. And if I don't save them, Susan will never forgive us, I don't think. Because you can't have a pea sandwich. So I'm going to save peas. And I'm going to let the chat decide between mushrooms and gherkins. So if you want to banish mushrooms, type mushrooms. And if you want to banish gherkins, type gherkins.
There's quite a few people saying that they like all three, so they're not going to take part. Well, you can't do that. You've got to choose. It's the game. Lainey's had to choose. You've got to choose.
Well, I can't stop them from not choosing. If they don't want to, they just, you would choose. Sprites are lovely. You know what I mean? I think it'll probably be gherkins by
it looks like it,
anyway. But aren't gherkins just pickled cucumbers? So therefore, if cucumbers still exist, couldn't you just make new gherkins? Doesn't that work? Can I cheat?
I don't like cucumber either, so.
I love cucumber as well. So anyway, yeah, gherkins it is then. So we have saved peas and mushrooms.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Bloody gherkins, especially on McDonald's, get them off. If they could save like 2p a burger by not putting them on, imagine that. Multiply 2p by how many billion gherkins they make, billion burgers they make every year. They'd save a fortune.
Seriously, though, like that wouldn't be like anywhere near, would it? So 2p, they'd probably like it'd be like 0.0.
Even if it was half a p. If it was half a p, they would save billions every year.
Just for gherkins.
Just for gherkins, yeah. You just do the maths, multiply it.
Yeah.
Dave's going to do the maths. Dave prepares well. He'll go away and do the maths.
She said, just ask for no pickle and don't ruin it for the rest of us. Exactly.
Yeah, but then you've got to wait hours. You got to wait hours to get it.
Hours.
You literally. Right, go and sit down and we'll bring it in a minute. This is what happens. What happens is say, go and sit down and we'll bring it over to your table. In the meantime, Annabelle's finished her dinner by the time my burger comes without a gherkin. And then it's had some grubby fingers in it with finger marks in the middle of the burger where they pulled it out.
The one you would have anyway. And then it's had your grubby fingers on picking it out and passing it to Annabelle, see?
So you're putting me off McDonald's now altogether.
All right, then. We'll move on to the next category.
Yeah, let's moving forward. Come on.
So, moving forward, note to self, moving forward. Right, anyway. Things people wear.
This was tough, this was really hard for me to think about because there is a lot of occasions when I say, look at the state of them. What are they wearing? That's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't think of examples. So I've come up with these. And I'm not sure if it happens much anymore, whether it's a trend anymore, but when people wear, or mostly youngsters, wear socks over trousers at the bottom.
Yeah.
So chavs. Yeah. Socks over trousers.
Yeah. So chav socks, basically.
Yeah.
Now, I always thought it was a thing, you know, if you had a bike. When I was young, if you had a bike, I thought
that's acceptable.
Do that. Yeah,
you can do that
because it stops then you. It became a fashion.
Yeah, it stops your trouser bottom getting caught in the spokes, the gears or whatever. That's all right. But as soon as you get off that bike, sort your pants out.
Yeah. And as soon as and the thing is, they have to be branded socks. It can't just be like socks. They're not Donny socks, are they? They're always like Adidas or Nike or, you know, Calvin Klein or something. They've got to be something like that. But yeah, right. So I agree on the chav socks. Let's move on to your next one.
Nothing wrong with my high-tech jumper, Lana. Thank you. That's just rude, isn't it?
High-tech Hayden.
High-tech Hayden, yeah. Right, okay. The next one is Camel Toe Pants.
Okay, wait a minute. You don't buy pants that are actually branded camel toe pants, all right? You can't.
But some people wear them, right? And they, especially like later, you know what do you call them? Spandex and all that stuff.
Lycra
and you know, like jogging.
But the thing is, right? It's just that I'm trying to think of a way of saying this without it sounding. Some women's bits are more pronounced than other women's bits, right? So
have a look in the mirror before you go out, right? Because you'll soon see if it's acceptable to go out in public or not.
You know what I mean? It's like if a man has I don't know, skinny jeans on, for instance, he might have more of a bulge than another man might because of his appendage. So therefore, how can a woman have the same issue if she's got more camel issues than another woman has?
True. Just
think of that.
Kitana says, "Stop being a perv. Stop looking." Some Cherry says, "Front wedges."
Front wedges.
It's like leggings, you know. It's something you don't purposely look. You can't help it sometimes.
Yeah. You're just drawn in that direction. You don't actually look.
Look at what Stu Mandry put.
Oh, I'll have to read it because camel toe pants are known as mumblers around here. You can see the lips move, but you can't even see it. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Ashley. But yeah,
not all the cracked up to be, according to John.
Yeah, I suppose if someone you can't actually buy camel toe pants, right? It's not a thing. It's not, you know what I mean? If you're more blessed,
you know, I'm sure I saw somewhere that, like on Wish or AliExpress or something. I'm sure you can actually buy them with that.
Yeah, but nobody buys them, surely.
Well, you wouldn't have thought so, would you?
I mean, have you seen some of the things Wish sell?
Yeah, they're dodgy, aren't they? You know,
very, very dodgy.
I don't know why you would buy like designer camel toe pants. Really,
you wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. Anyway, what is your third thing?
3/4 length trousers or jeans.
3/4 length trousers or jeans.
I just think they just look silly with your ankles showing. It look like, what do you call it? What's his name? Jimmy Cricket or whatever, walking around with your 3/4 length pants. It looks like sometimes, you know, you've not bought the right size jeans or something.
Yeah.
And you just walk around looking like a plonker with your 3/4 length jeans on.
I don't have issues with 3/4 length jeans. I mean, I don't really wear trousers because of like the issues I have with my legs. is it's really a struggle to get trousers for my legs, so I don't really bother with them. But I don't have any issue with anyone else wearing them. And if I was able to, I would probably wear them, because I think, well, I think is it pedal pushers we used to call them back in the day. But yeah, I think they're fine, especially in the warmer weather. You know, when it's kind of coming into spring. Or for people who don't like shorts, you know what I mean?
Tori says she loves her 3/4 length jeans.
Yeah. You just offended. Tori will just not be in your stream next week. She'll have like.
She's probably unfriended us now.
Boycotted it and everything. Okay, let's have a look. Camel toe pants don't exist apart from on Wish, and obviously I wouldn't save them, and I really hope that no one is ever buying them, but I suppose if they sell them, someone probably has. Chav socks is obviously annoying, so I'm going to save 3/4 length trousers or jeans, if any type. I think the only issue I would have with 3/4 length jeans or trousers is if someone wore long socks and pulled them up with their trainers. That looks weird.
Yeah, it would.
You know what I mean? You can't wear long socks with them. That's an issue. But other than that, I will save 3/4 length trousers. So people of the chat, if you want to banish chav socks, type socks. But I mean, when they took them into their trousers, went just to walk around with. That's what I mean. So type socks into the chat to banish that. And if you want to ban camel toe pants, only on Wish, people. Some people might have gone to buy some, but yeah. Type camel. We'll see what we get. Because socks and toes is a bit little, a bit close. I mean.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
50-50, I think. You have to add them up.
I think, yeah, it's maybe a bit. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's just gone to the socks. So the chav socks just takes it.
Cherry Jane says, I'll swap gherkins for camel toe leggings.
Unfortunately, we've got no swap options on here. But yeah, we'll just have to live without gherkins for a while. Oh, it's banished forever, isn't it, really, supposedly? All right, moving on. Songs. So, what have you got for songs?
Right, I've got the Cha-Cha Slide. I really hate that song. Serious to God, I hate it. I hate most of the dance craze songs.
4 claps right now, or whatever it goes like.
No, it's rubbish. And it's annoying because everyone's like, oh, when you're at a party or a wedding, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta get up and dance to this. No, I don't want to dance to that shit.
And you just avert for people having fun, Chris. Is this what it is?
Yeah.
You just don't want people to have fun, so they're not allowed to dance to this.
It's terrible. And it's the same for like Saturday Night Wigfield and what else?
Saturday Night
Time Warp or whatever else. Macarena. I hate all those
epic times within our youth. Did you have a youth, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Birdie song.
You also
Birdie song was my youth.
Well, see, that's one though.
Shocking,
you have to do the dance moves. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I mean?
Superman.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so Cha-Cha Slide
jumped off a chair at the end of Superman.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, but with the Cha-Cha Slide, I think I specifically, not specifically,
right,
chose that one because when I used to run these youth discos, it used to have to be played at least twice every time, and it just grates you after a while.
I suppose as a DJ, I could understand how songs would then get on your nerves because you constantly, and I know over time that, you know, any song that you hear repeatedly, you do kind of go, oh, you know what I mean? This again, doing the Cha-Cha Slide in your Puma socks.
Chop Busy says, Chris, what's going on in your world?
No sliding, that's for sure.
Strange world.
Did you ever do the knee slides, Chris?
No.
Oh, that
I never used to get onto a dance floor when I was a kid. No, I stayed off it.
You just never lived, have you?
Too self-conscious, probably, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah, too self-conscious to get.
Like when you were like, no, I mean like when you're 8 and 9 or whatever, and you just don't care. No,
I wouldn't have done it.
I just always remember my brother putting holes in every pair of trousers he had. All right, next song.
Bloody hell, Annabelle's popped in here. Jesus, she must be compelled to comment. She must be getting, you know, she must feel like she have to comment. Hello, can I now apologise for my husband's very bad choices in life? Clearly, ours is only good pick.
You would definitely use best pick. Definitely.
Grumpy granddad, someone's called me there. Jilly said.
Yeah. You were a grumpy granddad when you were 8. And then it continued.
Probably. Right, what am I moving on?
Yeah, next one.
Anything opera.
So
opera songs. I just don't see the point of it. Don't know how anyone really understands it, or, you know, a lot of it's not even like English language. Don't really find it like easy to listen to, or opera. No, put opera in the bin. Just
all of opera.
Just opera. The whole lot can go.
Because it's like things like Ness and Dorma and stuff like that.
Yeah, get rid.
To be honest, I haven't got a clue what half of it is and what it said. And
the only thing Ness and Dorma was good for was the Italia 90 World Cup or whatever.
Yeah. I can't say that I'm a massive fan of opera, like, but I do like. Well, I think someone said that. Although I always want to call it Les Miserables.
Yeah.
What is it again? Les Mis. Yeah, we'll just go with that. There's meant to be like, it's very dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's usually someone's lost a love, whether they've died in front of them or like in it. Yeah.
It's meant to be dramatic and emotional and that. If it's being sung in Italian, really, how much can you connect with that in reality?
I do think there's some amazing songs in it, but then there's like there's an extreme side to it that probably wouldn't, you know what I mean, that I wouldn't connect to for me. So I can get that, but then also some people, I suppose opera is some people's books and some people's films, you know what I mean? It's each their own, isn't it? It's one of them things.
I just get the impression with opera, like, that people go to opera because they're either keeping up appearances or they go because they think it's a thing that they should go to, whereas really they're probably sat there watching it thinking, how long is there left of this rubbish?
Yeah.
They're probably looking at their watch like numerous times during an opera.
They've got little glasses, aren't there?
What else could I be doing right now?
Little binocular things.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have watched too many like old-fashioned films or something, but yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Right. And the last thing?
The last thing. I'm offending a lot of people on this one. On this stream. The last one is, what does the fox say? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. The song. What is it? I don't know what it went like.
Right, have you got an Alexa or anything?
No. Well, right. I do on my Fire Stick, but I never use it.
For anyone who's got Alexa, you just shout, Alexa, what did the fox say? And then see what it says.
Is that where it goes nang 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 or something like that? Or is that the other one?
That's it.
Frog. Oh, it is that one.
There's different noises repeatedly each time.
Yeah. It's yeah, it was repetitive. When it first came out, obviously, like, everyone loved it, blah blah.
Who loved it? Who loved it? Seriously.
Like, well, I'm sure it was #1 for a while or whatever. So obviously people love it. But yeah, you've just set Tori's Alexa off.
Oh, nice one.
But yeah, crazy. It's a Crazy Frog thing for me.
Someone's already had Crazy Frog, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah. So it was it's the same thing.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah. That, like, it was heard way too many times that maybe if you heard it once again 20 years later, you began, oh God, do you remember this song? And that'd be enough. You didn't need to hear it again for another 20 years. That's that kind of viewpoint on it.
Oliver Green said it's a great learning tool because it goes, the cow goes moo.
Brilliant learning tool. Is that how you learned, Stephen? Just wondering.
There was another song I was going to put in, but I decided to go with what does the fox say? But it was going to be the hamster dance song. Do you remember that? The hamster dance song.
No.
You'll have to look it up afterwards. But it's another sort of terrible sort of high pitched, Crazy Frog-ish type song. I thought more people will have heard of What Does the Fox Say. Yeah,
I'm doing the Banish bin at the end of our list, so when everyone else has done theirs,
I was wondering if you were going to do it.
A few people are going to give me categories, and I'm going to do my side of it, so everyone's going to get their own back on me so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, let's have a look. So, right, here's where my struggle is, right? The fox song can go in because I'm not that bothered by that, right? Cha-cha slide, I did like, and I remember doing it, and I remember everyone else doing it, and I understand that it did go on a bit, like these things do sometimes, and you hear it everywhere and whatever. So I think I'm probably going to have to save opera because I know that there's the sort of extreme version of opera, but there's such a massive part of opera that, like, is commercial. If you look at Catherine Jenkins, Pavarotti, and like the sort of Nessun Dorma stuff, and what's her name? I can't think of her name, but is it Sarah Brightman? I think it might be. Yeah. And also, opera could be somebody's, a version of a book or a film or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
true.
I'm going to save opera. So therefore, chat, you get the choice to either ban or banish the cha-cha slide, or what does the fox say? So either type cha-cha or fox into the chat, depending which one you want to banish.
Sarah said, what about Flat Eric? But you can't have that in the reselling world because Flat Eric's a legend when it comes to finding for eBay. So
he's worth some money, isn't he?
Yeah.
We've got 1, 2 for the cha-cha slide there, 3, 4, 5.
Never heard of fox, Darrington.
Everyone else is going for the fox, I think. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, fox is gone. What does
if someone asked me to cha-cha slide, I'd suggest they cha-cha piss off.
So what does the fox do now? Absolutely nothing, because he's been banished. There
exactly. Get in the bin. And they go in your bins, don't they, foxes?
Yeah, they do, literally.
So there you go. He's in the banish bin forever.
Yeah, but we're not literally banishing foxes, because I like foxes. It's just that song.
We'll banish foxes.
No, we're not banning. No animals are being hurt in the making of this show. Okay. Even though I do have a creatures, I do have a creatures category, but yeah, you don't have that one. So moving on to your last category, it is random mix.
Oh right, yeah.
So you basically get to choose anything from any category, even if it's a category that I haven't given you. You can choose whatever you like, basically.
Okay, I've got a few things written down here, so I've just got to decide now which ones I'm going to put in. I'll cross that one out. This is definitely the last one, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, cross that one out. Right, we'll go with Jamie Carragher.
Okay, so you want to banish Jamie Carragher, the footballer now.
Well, the ex-footballer, now pundit on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
I cannot stand him. I seriously can't. I much prefer, even though he's Manchester United, I much prefer Gary Neville to Jamie Carragher. I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't follow football, but Jamie Carragher is an ex-Liverpool player. He knows absolutely sweet FA about being a pundit. He is useless. He's totally biased, and I don't like him one bit.
Right. I don't have anything positive to add. I'm not a fan of either him or Gary Neville, really. I do like the bit of banter they have. You know, they do have a bit of banter, and I do kind of like that. So yeah, we'll see what else you've got.
Yeah, see what else we've got. Right, the next one is people who put. Let's see how I've worded this. People who do attention-seeking status updates on social media.
Right.
This annoys the hell out of me. You know, on Facebook, when someone writes a status update and they will put something like "feeling sad today."
Yeah.
Or I'm so upset I could really do some damage, or something like that, because all they want is a raft of comments.
Yeah, and what annoys me, I understand that people can feel sad, right? But what annoys me is then someone will go, "Are you okay?" or "What's wrong?" and they'll go, "I'll PM you," or they don't do anything. And that,
"Are you okay, hun?" is normally the answer. Hun with a kiss on the end.
With a capital H.
Just either put what's annoyed you or don't put anything. Because it's so attention seeking, it is so annoying.
Yeah.
You see it all the time.
Yeah. I do understand that, and I do get the whole, you know, and it bugs me when someone says what's wrong, and rather than just saying, you know, I just feel down today, or, you know, I wouldn't feel as bad at it if that was the case, if like they just went, "Oh, I'm just feeling down today," or whatever. It's because they then don't say what it is.
Yeah.
That's me. So
there's like 30 people commented, "Are you okay?" or "We're thinking of you," or some other bullshit. And then most people are left hanging.
Yeah.
And maybe one or two people might have had a message about it. Yeah. Don't put it on there. Just message your mate about it in the first place. Why? I hate it when people hang out their dirty washing on social media. I hate it. I really hate it. It's not the place for it.
Yeah, I get that. Right. And the last one?
The last one is, now we have a dog, obviously, Cookie and the Haydens, hence that. So since becoming a dog owner, I've become much more aware about cruelty to dogs, people who are horrible to dogs, who treat them really badly. But the thing I'm going to focus on with dogs is this disgusting, despicable Yulin dog meat festival that they have in China. It is the most revolting thing that you've ever seen.
It's horrific.
It happens for 10 days every year in the place called Yulin, and these dogs are caged up. 10,000 dogs are consumed and eaten within 10 days in China.
Yeah.
And they're caged. They're in disgusting conditions. They are cooked alive. And I'm sorry if that upsets people, but it is disgusting. If you ever stumble across images that it can almost make you cry, it's so horrible. So it's just horrendous. That would be banned.
James is saying dog eating's banned now. I know there was like a huge like sort of thing for it to be stopped.
Yeah, but it's still happening. It's still happening because I did some extra research on it. And it's still going on, even though it's banned. They're not in. I think the authorities are not enforcing it correctly.
They're not enforcing it properly.
They're kind of just turning a blind eye and letting it get on, letting them carry on with it. Absolutely,
I can't even. There's
some of the videos that you see, it's like, oh my god, I can't even watch it. It's horrific.
As I did this as I did with Carla, I am banishing that on the spot. Like, I'm not even gonna put it out there. For me, that's just it's heartbreaking. It's disgusting.
It is. It is just horrible.
It shouldn't happen. So that is just instantly banned. And rather than saving something, I'm just going to do that. So therefore, that means the chat now gets to either banish Jamie Carragher or attention seeking. So yes.
Status updates.
Sorry.
Attention seeking
status updates. So either put Jamie in the chat if you want Jamie Carragher gone, or attention in the chat, and we see what people get. But yeah, I totally agree with you on the all China thing. I work for well, I still help out now and again, but not so much. A dog and cat thing, and I've seen what happens just in this country. And some heartbreaking things that I've seen, but for that, it's just horrendous. Like,
just some of the videos you watch, I mean, I don't purposely look for them, but it's important to see and know what goes on in places. To really sort of say that it's wrong. Because Ricky Gervais I'm a big fan of Ricky Gervais, and
the way
he really campaigns for it, and
definitely,
campaigns against it. Sorry, but it's so shocking what they do. It's heartbreaking how these animals are treated.
Anyway, it's in attention seeking Facebook statuses that have gone. So Jamie Carragher's mum's probably pleased. He's escaped. Hopefully she's pleased. She's not sitting there going, for God's sake, me one chance.
Joan's got it right. No more attention seekers or bullshitters. Yeah, that's it, Joan. I can't take it.
But that's the end. We've got all the way to the end.
I know, it was good. It was good fun.
It's good fun. I really enjoyed it, and I know, like, I think the whole of the chat are like completely offended by but that's how this thing works now. Obviously, it's all just for fun, and people like and dislike their own thing. It's a case of you agree to disagree is my view, and I think it's just fun. So
we're all different, aren't we? We all like different things. We're all the
same. It will be bloody boring, that's for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. We all like different things.
The fact that we agree on the major things in terms of like that dog cruelty thing, that's the main thing, for me anyway. But it's been a great laugh. I really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it. I was looking forward to it all week. So yeah, it's good.
Thank you very much. And who have we got next week? We have the lovely Andrea Hills next week. So she will be on Tuesday at 7:30. I need to send her a list, which I will do tonight at some point. And then she can have a whole week of deciding what she doesn't like, hopefully. But yeah, it'll be note to self ringing Chris Hayden after the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably got a lot of messages with lots.
I know I've got some. I've seen some pop up.
And I tend to find that it lasts for a couple of weeks, increasingly. So I'm not looking forward when this happens to me. And then I'm kind of thinking, should I just put all things on that I don't mind, and then I'll be fine, because then that way I don't have to put up with it.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you at the end, because you'll have heard so much that it'd be hard not to duplicate.
Yeah, but I think there'll still be loads of things, that I can think of. Plus, I'm not picking my categories.
Oh, right.
A few different people I don't actually know. I know. I think Bad Wolfers and Attack Doctor.
Oh, it'll be all right if you've got some different categories.
Yeah, they're all gonna pick a category, and then I'll probably have 3 other people on with me who has their category to ask me, type of thing, and then they get the option to say of something, and then it's open to the chat, and then another 3 can do the same thing. That'll
be good, yeah.
But that's not right until the end, and I think I've got about another 8 weeks worth of people, and I think could possibly ask a few more, because there's loads of people I haven't asked yet.
Just keep it going, because it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's as long as it works. And Oliver Ian and Steve will have to come on as well. And anyone else in the chat who would like to do it, just give us a shout. My details are in the bottom, or just make a comment. But thank you very much again, Chris. That was
thank you. Thanks to all the chat as well. I hope I didn't annoy you too much.
Nah, they'll all over it by now, I'm sure. They'll just get their own back by sending you loads of gifts and.
Yeah, I'll get frozen peas and stuff, won't I?
Yeah, you're going to get lots of pictures of things you don't like. Camel toes.
Yeah.
Sorry, just an embodiment.
Camel toe gifts.
Yeah, camel toe gifts. Just send them out to Chris. That's fine. Anyway, I will be back at 15:15 for my quiz. So if anyone wants to do the quiz, you're welcome to Trivia Tuesday. I will be back. And but for now, thank you very much again. And I'll see you next week for this. And thank you, Chris, for taking part.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Bye.